And that is because it's been more than 40 years since the original Star Wars came out, but the memorabilia is as popular, in fact, possibly more popular than ever.
I think you're right. A miniature version of the X-Wing, one of the iconic jet planes from the first film.
I know the one you mean.
Excellent. You know how much it sold for recently?
Tell me.
£2.5 million.
No.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes, it's true.
It must be true, because we've said it here. Our colleague Rowan Bridge has been to meet some collectors at a toy fair far, far away in Redditch.
Welcome to Echo Base Live, the largest Star Wars toy fair in the country, where you can buy back your childhood memories.
This might look like an ordinary shopping centre, but today it's become the hive of scum and villainy from across the known galaxy. Even Boba Fett's here.
Puts Captain Solo in the cargo hold.
What was the first figure you got?
It was an Ewok.
Stormtrooper.
Boba Fett.
I got a Gamorrean guard. My brother got an Ewok. He wasn't happy with his Ewok.
TIE fighter pilot. I remember ripping open packet, weapon flying everywhere, gone. Wasn't bothered, I was a kid.
Who can command the Millennium Falcon?
In 1977, when Star Wars burst onto the big screen, it helped send film merchandising into hyperspace.
Who can bring victory to the rebels? You can with Star Wars toys.
Figures that once sold for £1 or £2 can now reach prices that seem out of this world.
I never thought I would ever get my hands on something like this.
And the rarer the figure, the greater the value, like this holy grail of Star Wars collecting.
Prototype Boba Fett, there's probably 120 of these in the world. They didn't release to the public because there was a choking hazard. We'd estimate that's anywhere between £100,000 and £150,000.
For a piece of plastic?
For a little bit of plastic, yeah.
Hello. You have something I had as a child. In fact, I still have it. This.
Figures in original packaging command the highest prices.
Why do they go for so much?
Scarceness of them. Who thought to keep things on a card 40 years ago?
How big's your personal collection?
About 600 original figures packaged.
Did you have to build an extension?
Yes.
You built an extension?
Yeah. It cost me a brand new kitchen for wife.
But this is as much about memories as it is about the toys.
I model myself on Chewbacca. Takes me back to simpler times. Sat cross-legged on the carpet, watching a VHS of Empire Strikes Back. Me and my brother loved it. It was the only thing we really connected with.
For a summer, me and my friends were just on Tatooine with all of our little Jawas. An amazing, idyllic childhood.
I want that one! I want that one!
And there's no end to what you can buy.
I've seen a couple of ice cream wrappers, some yoghurt pots.
Darth Vader toilet paper?
Yeah, I'd use it.
This event is about more than just the memorabilia.
Hello. One big family, really. It's what gives it the sense of community as well. It's not just an event, it's a whole way of life for people.
Pew, pew, pew.
A Canadian speeder bike.
Henna, American version, and then British version. That's a little bit more difficult to get hold of.
Don't you just need one?
No, that one's got a flap. That one hasn't got a flap. That one's in French. They're all different.
How much did you just spend?
Cheap, actually, for the 2375.
A Rebel transporter. It's in box only. I only paid a £5.
It's £90.
Was it worth every penny of it?
Well, I wouldn't have bought it otherwise.
You've already got two.
Well, now I've got three.
Wherever I go, he goes.
Disney now owns Star Wars, and it's been pumping out new series and toys, pulling in a new generation of fans, the collectors of the future.
Smile.
Everyone here is on the hunt for a bargain.
A packet of biscuits, £150.
1983. I wouldn't recommend to eat them. It's not just about the figures, it's not just about the vehicles, it's literally about everything merchandise to do with the movie.
What are you looking at? Move along.
Aren't you a bit short for a stormtrooper?
Yeah.
Have you met Darth Vader?
Yes.
What was he like when you met him?
He was very kind because I am a stormtrooper and I know his team.
Now the children who grew up with figures are introducing their own kids to them.
I love the fact that now I can share it with my children and the next generation. We need a couple of betas, which is old figures that the children are allowed to play with, because they all want to play with my figures otherwise.
It's not just Star Wars that people covet.
I think it's a handy container.
So what should you be collecting now?
Pokemon, absolutely crazy at the moment. Ben 10, Jurassic Park, it's just got a massive following.
The prices of figures on sale here show the pulling power of nostalgia remains as strong as ever.
There's only one way you can end a piece like this.
May the force be with you!
Whoa. Rowan Bridge reporting he's not come back since.
He's having the time of his life.
He really is, isn't
no,
he?
or is he in his loft looking for all those little toys?
I keep thinking I need to go in my loft because I've got figures.
Yeah, but are they in boxes?
No.
Have they been used? And there's a word I hadn't heard before. You need to get some beaters.
Beaters, so they're the ones you play with.
And then
you
keep
the others. It's a bit late, isn't it, to get them brand new. Some of them like 30 grand or something. If you've got some Star Wars memorabilia, if you've got any kind of movie memorabilia, we'd love to see it this morning, but particularly Star Wars, you can get in touch in the usual way.
Yeah, maybe if you're dressing up for Halloween as Han Solo or Princess Leia, send us your pictures.
Yes, I bet that family we just saw will be doing that. WhatsApp is probably the easiest way to get in touch. The number's on your screen. Just get in touch, send us a picture and tell us who you are as well so we can give you a name check. Because earlier we were talking about...
For some older people, John.
Some older people.
Yes.
Vintage Star Wars merchandise. We were talking earlier about superfans who are paying crazy, out-of-this-world money for some little figures that used to cost £1 and stuff.
We asked you to send in your pictures of your own intergalactic collections. Oh, my goodness, you have been. Let's have a look at Nigel's impressive collection. Now, Nigel's been collecting these since he was a child. He's even got new items still in the boxes, packed away somewhere. Look at that. They've got their own cabinet.
That collection's
Keeps
worth
it
about
clean.
£3 billion, I think.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Craig from Marlowe's also been in touch this morning. He loved seeing all those collectibles on display. He's got a collection of his own here. Wanted to... I knew this would go crazy. I knew it would go crazy this morning.
And another fan, Vanessa from Kent, has sent us her unique life-size Star Wars figures. John, you're jealous.
Life-size like
Just
they are.
Just a little bit
They're
jealous.
Not life, they're smaller than her sofa. C-3PO is bigger than that.
Child
Anthony
size.
from Child, yeah, really small. Anthony from Swansea says he's been a Star Wars fan all his life, and look, he can prove it. He's got multiple versions of different things there. Gosh.
All in the boxes. That's the significant thing, isn't it, John? Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
Not beaten up and flaking
No.
paint like mine. And look at this. Perfect way to end on Halloween.
Yes, fantastic pumpkin carving made by Ben last year. It is, of course, Chewbacca.
Superb. Try and beat that this Halloween. It's going to be a wet Halloween, isn't it?